All right, so I built, okay, this is rebar down in water, rebar down in water, distilled water or regular water. Add a tablespoon per gallon of Arm & Hammer super washing soda. I add a little bit more. You can use salt, but that works the best. So what I did is from here to there is, from there to there is positive, okay? I got a wire that I welded, copper wire, all the way to the other one. So I got positive, positive. This is going to attract all the rust on both sides. Now, the reason the copper wire is on the outside is because you do not want copper inside the water. Now, what I did here for my positive and my negative. Computer. PC, computer, power supply. Now, what you do is on the main, find your green and your black and you jumper it. Well, in this case, what I did is I cut the green and black and I just put them together. Same thing. What that does is that's going to allow me to turn the power on and we have power. So that's just to give it power. Now, for your positive and your negative. Negative is the part that you want the rust to get removed from. The positive is where the rust is going to go to. So, to give the positive and negative, go to your Molex and your black, of course, is negative. Your yellow is 12 volt. If you go to the red for a positive, you're only going to get 5 volt. If you go yellow, positive, you can get 12 volt. Black, of course, is your negative. So therefore, make sure nothing in the water touches positive and negative. I made a little board here to hang my part from, and I put little nails, or you can put wood, or this, that way it doesn't move around. So I did that. That way it don't move around on me. Negative holds the part. Do not have this part touch the positive. You can have it soaking down in the middle. That's fine. As long as it's not touching positive. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you what I'm testing. I've got a can opener. It works great, but it's kind of rusted. So I'm going to stick it down in there, make sure it's not touching the positive, and it's not. Now I'm going to turn on my power supply right there, and hopefully I can show you the bubbles that's going on. Now this may take an hour or so, I don't know. We're going to go for a little bit, and I'm going to show you what it does right now, and I'll also show you that how many volts I'm getting. So here we go. I'm going to plug it in. For safety, I always unplug the power supply when I am not around. All right, so here we go. Sorry. Plugging it in. This is the computer power supply. I'm plugging it in. All right. All right, now I can turn it on. Okay, power supply's on. I'm hooked to the negative. I'm hooked to the positive. Okay, you see the bubbles starting already? That's the electrolysis happening. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hold this. I'm going to get my multimeter set up. I'll try to put it up here. Okay, I'm going to hook to my negative. And what I used for this is do not use copper. Like I said, I used a steel wire coat hangers. No wire coat hangers, bullshit. We used wire coat hanger, and I stripped it off on the end so I could hook up all my negatives. And then going down to the part is the same coat hanger. You can leave all the paint on up until the end because you do need continuity. So that's what use steel. Now, okay, I hooked up my negative for my ohm meter. I'm going to turn it on. Put it on volts 20. Now my positive, I'm going to go over to my positive. Let's see, we're still getting bubbles. We're getting bubbles. Okay. And we're getting 15 volts. Take it off. Nothing. We're getting 15 constant volts. Now, when I was using my battery tender or chuckle charger, it was only giving like 5, and then it would slow down. It was like on, off, on, off. So this is a quick, easy way to make a battery charger for 12 volt and to keep this going. Now, I always like to be here when it's going on. A lot of people say, oh, keep it overnight, this and that. But I'm doing it in my garage. I do have a pilot light with my water heater. So with all the chemicals that's coming out, I don't know, there's certain terms, I'm not a scientist, but I heard that it can be flammable. So I'm going to let this sit for a while, and I'm going to show you that it is bubbling, and you can see on the rebar that rust is attracting to the positive side. Remember, the part that you want the rust off of is negative. Do not let it touch the positive. The rust will go to the positive side from the negative rust side. All right, so I'm going to stop this. I'm going to give it about an hour, and we're going to see how good it did. All right, stay tuned.